Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Shay, your local numerologist. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, share. Make sure you are subscribed to my other channels, Queen Spirit 1126 and The Answers by Queen Spirit, where we do alternative readings over there. Okay, first number came out is 7. So we're doing 7, 7, 7, 7. 7 is the number of self-reflection. 7 is the number of trial and error. 7 is where the spiritual world meets the physical world, right? So with these sevens, how it goes, it's kind of like up, down, up, down. I see a pattern, but it's also giving me the vibe of confusion, right? So 7, we have God, complex, critical, self-reliant, apathetic. And then upright, we have self-realization, spiritual, intuition, inner knowing. 7 is very scientific, right? So we have 4 of them here. 7 times 4 is 28, so that comes to a 1, right? So seeing this number 7777, it's supposed to put a fire under your ass, right? Because we have the 2 and the 8 coming to 1. All right, 2 is the number of connection, our spiritual connection, whereas 8 is our karma, right? Karma, spiritual connection. You have the number 1, which is our motivation, which is our manifestation, right? So this number, as high as it gets, as high as it is, as many digits as it is, it just comes to a 1. So that also gives a vibe of taking a step back and really just checking to see what something is made of, if that makes sense. Like, what's the real ins and outs of the situation or of this person, of this job, whatever the case may be. Let's move this over a little bit. Try to get a little bit in the middle. There we go. All right, so let's talk about it. I definitely get a very critical energy, very self-critical. That can be the downfall of 7, because when it's kind of like this search for perfection. It's something that you're not going to achieve, but it's definitely something that is strive for, right? Let's see here, one sec. All right, so I am going to I'm gonna pull some trinkets. It's okay. You have to be careful, right? When you're dealing with 7, not to be too much in the spiritual world and not to be too much in the earthbound world, right? We are required, look, we are required to fly through both. That's a bad. Oh, and the horse. We moving, honey. We are moving. Horse is definitely movement. And a bike. Yo, what? What is this? A turtle. Spirit says, slow down. I really want to get to know you. Okay, I'm trying to get to know you, honey. So I get this vibe of being slowed down, right? I get this vibe of, okay, I was flying, then I'm on this horse and I'm riding. Okay, I don't got my horse, I had to pedal my bike, and now I'm moving slow like a turtle. That's what I'm getting. So this is what I was feeling in the beginning about basic regression, that you guys need to go back to square 1 so you can really figure out what this cycle is all about. So what I'm getting is that you guys are in a cycle, one that has been going on since childhood. Some of you guys are 28 is the age you're coming up with, or I don't know why I feel like 7 is very important in your life. So you might have 7 in your numerology chart. The age you are right now may have a 7 in it, or may be divisible by 7, something like that. But you guys are definitely at a point in time in life where you need to make sure you are analyzing things, right? One thing about a bat, bats are nocturnal, so they move around at night. What does that mean? If you've ever worked the night shift, you know it's a totally different world. It's like you living on a whole nother planet than everybody else that works during the daytime. Like it literally feels like that. And so what I'm getting with the bat is that there may have been this feeling of being outcasted, not belonging, just not being welcomed in certain crowds. And I get that made you change up a little bit, made you stop asking so many questions, kind of like, okay, let's go with the flow. So then we got the horse here. I think that horses are very beautiful, prized animals. Horses give like this sweetheart type of vibe, right? Um, so what I'm getting from that is that you may have been very nice, very friendly, whatever, to the people around you, the people that you cared about, but they had you being somebody that you were not. So even though you felt like you were moving through life, you didn't feel like you could be yourself. So let's stop and fucking. So now we have a bicycle, right? Because I feel you're like it has been slowing down. Like life has been slowing down. At some point, you were going. You were racing, but like it's like getting slower. It's so crazy how the trinkets came out like that. So a bicycle is something that you have to put a lot of effort in order to go, right? I mean, I don't know about bats, but like birds and all of them when they flap their wings, like I know birds flying like, a triangle so they could share wind when they're flying long distances. Um, but animals with wings, birds, right? Are they all considered birds? I don't know. But animals with wings that fly as well. they they have great stamina when it comes to wing usage, right? Going for a long time. Whereas you on a bike, that's for the most part when you're on there and you're pedaling, you are exerting your energy, using your energy. And so that's why Spirit's like, slow down because you've been using a lot of energy. And what I get is that there could have been a time where these people had your back or was here for you, there for you, whatever the case may be. But it started to get less and less and less and fewer and further in between. So Spirit's like, slow down because at the end of the day, you need to make sure you are protecting your mental, right? I'm getting that there's a situation, some kind of bad luck that happened, or you feel like it was bad luck because like life is slowing down and um, maybe 10 years ago you made more than you're making right now. You know what I'm saying? Or you feel like you were further in life before. But this definitely has to do with the people that you surround yourself with and the energy that you surround yourself with. Again, be careful what you say and what you do. Make sure if you are going to speak on it that you mean it. Don't say things to just make people feel bad. And also, be careful not to stand around and support people who are not I don't know, not friendly, that want to tear other people down. All right, so let's pull some playing cards for the 7. All right, one more. Spirit's like, no, this one. All right, Spirit, we're gonna pull for the 7 with the bicycle. I feel like this bicycle is really representing your independence, right? We got the 2, just like we got 2 wheels right here, right? So the 2 of Pentacles is about juggling. Sometimes it can be about debt. Some of you guys maybe you lost your car doesn't work anymore. And you have to find a different way to get around. Maybe that is why you feel like life has regressed. But just the sheer fact that we have the 2 of Pentacles here and juggling, Spirit said you're going to have to let one of those things go. You can't keep all the balls in the air all the time by yourself. You need help, right? It's just like, I be telling my husband, he want the house spick and span. But I'm like, babe, we both work. We got to come home, we got to cook, we got to clean the house. It's not always going to look perfect. And sometimes you have to let that idea that perfection is going to be here, you got to let it go. You have to let it go. You have to be okay with things being imperfect and doing what you can, because at the end of the day, if you're not putting your mental health first, nothing else is going to be right. Like, you want to do all of these things and you're injecting negative energy into it because you're not happy with it. And that's not going to build any type of good karma. It's just not. It's not going to help you fulfill your destiny doing a whole bunch of shit you don't want to do either. Right? I feel like this whole bat thing, it was a sleight of hand. It was fake. It was a game. Somebody was trying to lead you in some kind of circle, right? You got Five of Pentacles on the bottom. Five of Pentacles is about being left out in the cold, right? I just saw 1040. Every time I see that number, 1040, it reminds me of taxes. Taxes, tax season. So yeah, I don't know if this has something to do with taxes, somebody taking some money, somebody being shady, working hard for something, and people like taking, making you feel like they're doing you some kind of favor. That's what I get. That's what I get. And I'm also getting that you could have been in the dark for a really long time about it. I do get a shift, right? I'm getting this shift. It's been a long, slow shift, but things are shifting in your favor. You just gonna have to learn to let some of those things go. We got Four of Cups. You don't want it no more. Four of Cups is all about, I don't want it, I'm not taking it, keep it to yourself. I don't want it, I'm not taking it, keep it to yourself. And then the Four of Cups also represents, oh wait, so you're gonna try to force me? Y'all know that meme of Homer Simpson backing up into the bushes? That's what I think about Four of Cups. Like, yeah, no, I'm just about to, I'm about to be out, right? So stop taking things that you don't want. And what I get is that somebody's really manipulative. They like to love bomb you and try to be like, oh yeah, you're so special, you mean so much to me, you should do this. Or people have really manipulative energy, right? It's just like, okay, it's just like if somebody is like, if you're in a relationship with somebody and they be like, man, you clean so much better than me. You know what I'm saying? And you ask them, oh, can you clean up? Oh, why don't you do it? You do it so much better than me. Like, bitch, I'm going to need you to pull your weight. I'm going to need you to do your part. Whoever this is, like whatever this is, it's gaslighting energy. So you do what they want you to do and not what you need to do for yourself. Be careful with that energy. So this last one, the Eight of Pentacles, we have the turtle, right? See, I was thinking about Virgo in the beginning of this reading just because 7 yields this pure, like perfectionist type energy, and it's so many of them. Then we got Eight of Pentacles, which is Virgo. Eight of Pentacles is Virgo. Eight of Pentacles is about working, perfecting your craft, right? So things may have been going slow, and maybe you haven't been getting exactly everything that you wanted and everything that you deserve, but it's definitely coming because working on your craft, right? We talked about 8. Oh, we talked about this number equaling 28, right? And coming to a 1. So 8 is all about karma. 8 is that what goes around comes around. You turn it to the side. Well, not this 8, but 8 is the infinity symbol, right? So, yes, focus on your craft, right? Spirit's like, stop juggling all these things. Focus on your craft, all right? Final message for those seeing 7777. Final message for those seeing 7777, Spirit. Whoa. Final message. King of Cups. Knight of Wands. Whoa. We got Judgment. And I'll take this card too. And we got the Ten of Wands in reverse. All right. Final message, right? Final message. I'm sorry. Y'all dealing with somebody who trash. And it's so sad with these numbers because a lot of times is other people can be such a bad influence. But the issue is that it's sometimes in a culture, right? If you grow up with a family that does this and does that, when you see it out in regular life, you're not going to be bothered by it. You grew up like that, right? But that's how generational curses are perpetuated, by just doing the same thing everybody like in your family has been doing, even though it hurts people, even though you didn't like it when it was done to you, even though you saw the pain in other people's face. It's perpetuating that energy even when you know it's wrong, right? And so you may have a lot of love for this person who kind of like basically manipulated your life. But I just think it's funny how we got the Knight of Wands and the Horse, falling on the same card. Knight of Wands is about adventure. The Knight of Wands also, it has a savior type complex, right? And so when I think about that, the Four of Cups being here and we have the double horse, Spirit is saying it's time to move, right? One thing about the Knight of Wands being a savior is that if you are going to go out and save other people, then you have the power to save yourself. You can take your power back at any time, and that is what the encouragement is, for you to take your power back. That is your calling. Judgment card is all about calling, vulnerability, destiny, right? Judgment can also represent karma, which is really, really prevalent in this reading. But definitely with this energy, like right here, I am feeling like, hey, you've been distracted long enough. You've been sitting still long enough, that it's time for you to move on, right? So the Ten of Wands is a card about responsibility. We call it burdens a lot of time, but it's really about responsibilities. Our responsibilities can become burdens, right? If you are paying all your bills and you lose your job, then that could be hard. Or, you have to be sick anyway. You don't have money coming in, that could be difficult. But in general, you want a house, you want a car, you want your lights on, you want your phone on. You know what I'm saying? So even though they can be burdens, if you can't take care of them, they are responsibilities. And what I'm getting is that you guys have been taking responsibility for something that ain't got nothing to do with you. And you need to get out of it. You need to mind your own business. And this goes back to, hey, where did this start? Where's the beginning of this, right? 7, again, we're going to go back to the beginning. 7 is an analytical number. And it feels like, hey, there was some kind of takeoff and then you were being slowed down, because Spirit wanted to give you a taste of it, but Spirit also wants you to come back and do what they know you should be doing, what is right for you. All right, so that is it for 777, y'all. I hope y'all like that reading. Okay, so make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Make sure you leave your experiences in the comments below. I do like reading y'all comments. But yeah, that's all I have, guys, for 7777. Look at that 7 right on the bottom. That's dope. 7 of Pentacles. Let me just say, and if you watch me, you've heard me say this before. 7 of Pentacles is the most 7 card that is in the tarot deck. Okay? No card means 7 more than the 7 of Pentacles. I am telling y'all. Trial and error. Is it working? Is it not working? If it's not working, you got to move along. If it is working, keep going with it. All right? That's all I have, guys. I will see you next time.